AT40 originates in Hollywood. Well, now we're up to the song by the band whose co-leader got his first drum kit by blowing up his mother's laundry tub. It was an important chapter in the life of the Eagles drummer and vocalist Don Henley. Don grew up in a small northeast Texas town of Linden. And at the time, his family didn't have all the modern appliances. For instance, Don's mother would spend several afternoons a week doing the family laundry by hand in an old-fashioned wash tub. She got to hating that old tub and wanting her husband to buy her a washing machine. But Don's father kept putting off that extra expense. So young Don Henley, 15 at the time, decided to strike a blow for motherhood. He rigged the tub with a stack of cherry bombs, lit the fuse, and headed for cover. By the time the smoke had cleared, pieces of that old laundry tub were scattered over 2 counties, and Don's mother had a pretty good argument for a new washing machine, because of a dangerous stunt where, fortunately, no one was hurt. So Mr. Henley bought her an electric washer. And to thank her son for helping things along, Mrs. Henley bought Don his first set of drums. There's the 15th hottest record in the USA this week on American Top 40, falling from number 8, The Long Run by the Eagles.
Casey's Coast to Coast.
Now we're up to a superstar who donates a portion of every dollar his records earn to one charity. Former Eagle Don Henley gives to the American Farmland Trust, a nonprofit organization that buys property from farmers who are on the verge of bankruptcy and then makes sure that land stays farmland. Don told us he grew up in East Texas, working in the fields on his father's land. And Don says the older he's gotten, the more he's come to understand how important the small farmer is to America. He says, quote, "All you have to do is to go to one of these auctions and watch some guy's whole life being sold off. You can watch as other farmers refuse to bid on the guy's equipment because they've known him all their lives and they don't want to be responsible for putting him out of business. It's a moving, shattering experience." Don also told us, quote, "Maybe what I'm trying to do is find a purpose for being in the music business. I'm trying to make people think a little bit and be aware of things. Maybe rock and roll isn't the vehicle for this sort of thing, but I don't see why it can't be." Well, this week, Don Henley climbs 4 notches to number 30 in our survey with a song about the way he sees things changing in America. With help from Bruce Hornsby on piano, here's the title track from Don's latest album, The End of the Innocents. Don Henley last hit the top 40 4 years ago with Sunset Grill. This week he's back with The End of the Innocents, climbing 4 notches to number 30 as the countdown rolls on.
Casey's Coast to Coast.
Well, now we're up to the latest hit for a superstar from Texas, a millionaire many times over who insists on growing his own vegetables. As we've said in the past, Don Henley grew up in Linden, a small town in northeast Texas. For him, growing your own vegetables is the most natural thing imaginable. And so even after moving to the big city of Los Angeles to pursue his career, Don kept on cultivating his veggies. He grew them back when he was sharing an apartment with his bandmate and friend, Glenn Frey. And he grew them during the time he spent living in a spare bedroom in the home of fellow Texan Kenny Rogers. All throughout his career as one of the leaders of the Eagles, Don found spare moments to raise himself some lettuce and some radishes. And even now, as a successful solo star, Don can still be found in his garden on weekends. He says, quote, "My father was a farmer, and we always had a gigantic garden. The older I get, the more I appreciate what I learned from him. He taught me a lot about appreciating the earth, and I still plant a garden to keep up that value system. It keeps me in touch. And besides, you can't buy a really good tomato anymore, so I grow them." That's Don Henley with his song about healing and forgiveness, moving up 5 notches to number 26, The Heart of the Matter.
Casey's Top